Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good evening. It's a little late night money. Sean Higgs on a Friday night, Saturday morning. Welcome on in. Like, subscribe, ring that bell if you haven't already. Facebook, YouTube channels, Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. Come say hello. The free picks, all 6 of them, are posted on Twitter. Right now, I just tweeted it. So there is that. If you haven't checked that already, we got the link in the description. And you know what? Why not? I'll throw it in the chat here as well if you want to follow after the fact. Yeah, you come back and watch a video, but now I'm a quasi-professional. You go to the link, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, wherever, Apple iTunes, Amazon Music, we got you covered. Enough about that nonsense. Let's get into some games here. Here we go. For Saturday, college basketball, wasting no time. But I mean, can we waste a little time? Sure. We went 1, 2, and 1 in our video today for baseball midday money. So there is that. We're 8, 8, and 2 plus $10. Hockey winner cracking under 23 and 31 plus $49. And college hoops right now, I think we're 5 and 2 with our basketball with Pacific pending. So we started out good. We started out nice 5 and 0. We dropped our last 2 there, Abilene and Arlington. And I'm gonna hopefully wrap up a nice night of college basketball. 6 and 3 right now with Tennessee Tech plus 3 and New Mexico minus 1.5 and a minus 130. We'll see what happens there. Nice. It would be nice to go 8 and 3. Nothing is guaranteed in life. We'll see how we do. Hey, Steve Porter's in the chat. All balls off. 4 and 2 NBA so far with 6 picks still being played. Wow. My pick is a loser. I like the Clippers under. Not going to make it, I don't think. What am I going to do? That's why I don't like the NBA. No betting allowed. Where I like to bet, we're going to get right into it right now. So I'm missing a couple lines. I've been sitting here for like an hour hoping for things to pop up with the Missouri Valley and Big Sky SoCon. That's why we got a midday money show. And it won't be midday money tomorrow. It'll be a little earlier than midday money because we have a gaggle of games going at noon. So I'll come in a little early, probably about 15 minutes early because that's how I roll. I'm here for the people. Get things done. Let's jump into some. What do I have here up first? A-Sun and SoCon, a little mixed banner. Obviously, A-Sun is going Sunday. I saw Liberty minus 3 in that one. We're not going to mess with that. So, again, I did not see a line for Mercer and Furman yet. If we've seen one, wonderful. Pop it out here. East Tennessee. Let's get to it. Where are we at? SoCon, where? I should probably have my little all my brackets and write-ups. What do we got here? We got Sunbelt, Southern Miss. We have Arch Madness with Missouri Valley. We don't need those. Big Sky. We don't have anything for Big Sky. We don't care about the West Coast Conference. What am I? I don't even know what I'm looking at right now. I don't even know. SoCon. Here we go. SoCon. Here we go. SoCon. Let's do this. Brutus. So we have Tennessee State, your 5 seed here. Ah, boy. A little 2-point favorite. 140.5 total. Western Carolina. And this one, nothing really kind of jumped out of this one because, coming in, I thought we had our big 3. We had Furman, Greensboro, and Sanford. Now, do you want to just automatically kind of lay with East Tennessee State here? The worst seed, I guess. They're the 5. Favored over a 4. Head-to-head here. As we look at them, East Tennessee goes 8 and 10 in conference play. Not terrible. But again, it's not good. Western Carolina, 10 and 8. And again, we saw Wofford and East Tennessee, and even Chattanooga at 7-11 in conference play, all with better odds than your matchup here with your Western Carolina Catamounts. So obviously not thought of in high fashion. They've swept the season series here, 68-66, 71-60. In fact, they won last year, 87-84. So they've won the last three, and yet here they are as a little dog. They come in winners of 3 or 4, not terrible. Road record is what it is. 6-9 on the road. Obviously, this is a neutral here, playing in Nashville, but what are we doing here with East Tennessee? How are they favored? Kind of like, and again, we had Wright State the other day. It went down. Sometimes just jumping on a quote unquote lower ranked team is much like the AP polls and stuff like that. Yeah, I kind of look at it that way because these are odds makers making numbers. It's not how somebody won a couple games here, there, anywhere. This is based on things we like, numbers, not basically wins and losses and outcomes. This is kind of like numbers, how teams match up. I think if you're going to take East Tennessee, sure, I understand. Me personally, I might lean a little Western here and probably do a little money line, if anything. This might be added as a free pick and a possible premium tomorrow. Chatty, and Sanford. 7 Chattanooga got it done in big fashion. It's open at 11. It was like a 14, but it was a winner there, I believe. They took care of business, Chattanooga. What are you going to do in this spot? Let me see if I'm trying to see if I could get a line as I do it here, but it's tough to do. It's tough to. Sometimes when I go to the live stuff, I get the freeze sometime off of the camera. Yeah, I guess the camera freeze. I don't know what it does. So Sanford 75-70, Sanford 75-74. Again, I don't have a line right now. Maybe somebody in the chat does. I'll double check a line real fast here. But this is the same kind of spot here. We have we don't know what the line's going to be. Sanford took care of business in 2 games. Is it going to be a biggie? I don't know. Is it going to be a 3? The other lines were, the 2 mark. What time is this game? 6 o'clock. Anything at 6 we posted here. I'm not seeing anything. So there's that. I'm just going to close these out here. Again, this game here, Sanford got them already twice, kind of close games. And if you're looking at it from the standpoint of much like the East Tennessee, West Carolina, if you're going to get a 2 or 3, right, looks a little low. Sanford's a 2 seed. Why are they only laying a bucket? Chattanooga money line, like the East Tennessee money line, would be a play there. We have a line in this game. We knew this was coming. 6-3. Again, excuse me for the yawns, but that's what happens when you're at bed at 2:30 and up at 6:30 because you get all types of college basketball going. This game's a little interesting here because I kind of like Greensboro. They are the 3 seed, but they are 2 in the money. Furman's clear favorite here, but the plus 250 spot, 14-4 in conference play, not too shabby there. And Wofford, again, this team, 0 defense. 0 defense. You have 2 teams behind them. Again, they're a 6 seed here. 2 teams behind them, your 4-5s with Western Carolina and East Tennessee are both have better odds to win this than Wofford does. So Greensboro here. Do I want to lay it? You beat Wofford 97-89 in OT at home. You beat them 73-64 on the road. Again, to me, I'm not loving a 7 spot here. Probably in no play. There's that. Next up on the conference. Let's just see what we got in here in the chat real fast. We'll jump into chat time. Moneyline Markel's in the house. Sparty party tomorrow against Ohio State laying a touchdown. Thoughts on Texas Tech 6, Wake Forest, USC. Hello, my guy. So the Texas Tech, where's Texas Tech? Let's pull up some Texas Tech real fast here. 677 rotation number. Where are you? There you are, way over here. What is this line here? A 6 over Oklahoma State. Believe it or not, I want to take Oklahoma State here. Don't know if I can pull the trigger. Might add it to the chat. Might be added to the chat as a free pick. Borderline play for me on the Cowboys. Wakey, eggs and bakey. Demon Deacons. 669. 1.5 point fave. Total 157. We've talked about Boeheim leaving after this year. At least I have. Wake beat him by 20 last month. Excuse me. Syracuse beat Wake by 20 in Wake. And now you're on the road, final game, and you're off a 20-point whipping at home. Again, you've dropped 4 in a row. Do I want to come in here and lay a point? Not particularly. Kind of like the Mike Bray situation in Notre Dame the other day against Pitt. We're like, let's take the Irish. Don't overthink things. I'll say here, farewell, Jimmy B. In the Carrier Dome, or whatever the heck it's called nowadays. I like Syracuse there. Pac-12 USC is for me. USC. $7.19. This was a 5, 143. Arizona State here. I believe I did a free pick with Ross and Jesse Shule, and I had the UCLA game against Arizona. Like the under, it was 150. Now it's down to 148. That being said, Euclid's got this wrapped up. But Arizona and Arizona State, I believe, are both 13-5. This is a big game for them, I think. They're in a spot where I'm going to pull up the standings real fast here, Markel, just to double check myself. Nope, it's Southern Cal needs to win. Southern Cal is 13-5. Arizona State's 11-8. So it's Arizona and Southern Cal for that 2 seed. All right, glad I double checked it. You're like in SC. I kind of tend to a little agree with you there. They've won 6 in a row in this series. 77-69 back in January. Not hating it, especially from the spot of, hey, do you want them? Who's at the bottom here? Do you want to play Oregon State as a 2? Or you know what? I shouldn't even say that because I don't have the bracket. I don't know how, if there's bye weeks. I don't know exactly how it breaks down here, but obviously you want to be a little better seed. But I would lean a SC there. The Nets. We're talking Nets basketball. Is that where we're going, Kev? Little Drazen Petrovic action. Winner, chicken dinner. I think we said, were you in the chat today? We said let's take the Nets. Solo malt. What do you say, my guy? What do you got here? Can anybody tell me if the Knicks cover the spread? I guess I could tell you. I asked if they covered the spread today because they sure did. They won outright today. Win over Miami. They beat Miami. That's a winner. Doggy, outright winner. Are they playing tomorrow? Is that where the 3.5 is? Knicks were on a 3.5-point fave today, were they? Nah. Maurice, what do you say? Long would a Monmouth kept me from sweeping college basketball. Should have seen the trap. I said, what are you doing, Maurice? You're in here. I told you. We're Jersey guys. What are you doing? What are you doing? It's right here. It's right here for you to see. Actually, I got to take my New Jersey. Monmouth. Come on. Come on, guy. Nathan's in the chat. Here we go. A little soccer. 8 a.m. Austin Villa. Crystal Palace. There's for the soccer fans. Is it going to have its third win in a row? If you want to take a touchdown there, I don't hate it. I don't hate taking 7. I'm not getting involved in that one though. No, thank you, Steven. No thanks. No. Back to college basketball. And again here, this is a spot I was trying to see if I could get some lines. They weren't up. Still not up. I'm not seeing it. So we have Upstate and Asheville, Campbell and Radford. Again, there was nothing for North Dakota and Oral Roberts. Nothing in Big Sky Country or the Summit there. So let's move on to the Ohio Valley. Now, I don't know if we have a lineup yet in this game here because we're still playing here, right? Tennessee Tech still playing. So that'll be that game. CAA, here we go. Townsend plus $6 to win. We're on that. Let's go, though. Let's get into the business here of some CAA. CAA. Elon, 9 seed. Oh, Elon. You're a 1-point dog against William & Mary. And this is a true in all sense of the word.
Stop it. Get some help.
Good degenerate play here. William & Mary, 1-14 on the road. Laying a point here to a 3-12 team. They split 73-60 and 66-55 with Elon with the win. Both teams won at home, obviously. This is just a no-go. What are you doing even looking at this game? Stop it. Get some help. Monmouth, we got them. 9.5. Let's go against Drexel. So they are in. Say if they just won this game as a 4 or 5 point fave, besides winning by 36, what would this line be? Anyway, last 10 games. Lose by 12 on the road, lose by 5 on the road, lose by 7 at home, lose by 15 on the road. A win, lose by 19, although that was at, Hofstra's a terrible losing to Hofstra. They're, last I checked, they're the 1 seed. It's fine losing by 20 there. And then he had a little hot streak. He had 3 wins. Okay. We're getting some points. It's almost double digits. I like it. This is why I like it more, Drexel. All right. You crushed Northeastern in the last game. That's fine. They're an 11 seed Northeastern. Whatever. Loser by 3. Lose 1 by overtime. Lose by 14. Win by 6 in overtime. Win by 4. Lose by 2. Win by 1. Lose 14. Lose 13. Yeah, I don't see as a 10-point fave here, or better than it. The line's 9.5, so you better be up a little bit because Monmouth's got to be feeling pretty damn good about themselves dropping a honey. So yeah, Monmouth is a play. Let's do it. Stony has done it again. +2, 141 at NCA&T. I like the under in this game, 141. 61-59, 69-59. Both teams won at home. A theme that the first team to 60 wins because the other team can't get to 60. I'm going under here. It's just that simple. All right, Northeastern. I just mentioned them getting crushed 75-48 to the Drexel Dragons. Here they are, a 6-point dog to the Blue Hens of Delaware. Your 6th seed. Now, this spot here, for me, 81-78. Delaware took care of business. Northeastern won a scrappy one at home, 59-58. That's their style. On the road, no, different ball game. That's why you lose here. Delaware has won 5 of 6 in the series. Lean Delaware. Not sure if I'm betting it. Just a lean for now. Just a lean. Nathan coming in. What do you got here? Just hit a 2-team parlay. Kings second half and -2. Pacific plus 10.5. The Pacific 10.5. What's? Oh, I had Pacific and a 9. Hold on a second. Is this over? What's the score of this game? I'm confused here. It's time and halftime, is it? Come on, Nathan, help me out here. What are you doing? Give me Baylor and Furman for the cash. Money earning Furman tomorrow. Again, I don't know what that line is. Tough to know. And well, the Baylor, we can pull up a little Baylor action. That's not a problem. We can find some Baylor Bears for Saturday. They're an easy find against Iowa State here. 6:05 rotation. A 7.5 opener, holding steady. So Iowa State grabbed them 77-62 on New Year's Eve. They're struggling though lately. They're in a bit of a funk. 1, 2, 3, 4 in a row. 6 of 7, 8 of 10. The line, the great equalizer, though. You're getting the touchdown. We've seen a couple of hiccups from Baylor. At K-State, 10. At Kentucky, at Kansas, 16. At Texas, 5. Here you are at home, though, where last game, 9 over Texas. Nice revenge spot there. West Virginia by 12. Oklahoma by 10. Texas Tech 27. Arkansas by 3. 3, 11, 18, 6 on the road, 8 at home, 5 on the road, 3 in OT on the road, 18 at Mizzou. It's just I want to lean Iowa State there. Again, that's I'll tell you right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 12 games bet already and looking at more. That one didn't even pique my interest in anything. The Tommies tomorrow, well, we'll talk about that when we get a line. We don't have a line here in Tommy action. Where did I put my come on. I don't know where's my Summit. 1800 what? Gambler? That's what you need? 1-800 Gambler play? Arlington plus 9 Pacific left down. You're going to cash on these 2 games. I don't know. Is Arlington going to cash? I marked it down as a loss already. That's how I'm feeling about the play earlier. I think I'm not watching the score, so I don't. I'm in days ahead of time here. Arlington. How's Arlington going to cash? Didn't they lose by 20 already? Arlington lost. The Legends in the Poconos. Bama in the over tomorrow. I got to tell you, I got a Auburn card for tomorrow. I grabbed some Auburn early at I got a plus 2.5 on Auburn. So I like Auburn here. Now they're a favorite. Give me your. Oh, Auburn's playing Tennessee. I'm sorry. We're talking Texas A&M against Alabama. Either way, I still like Alabama here. Or excuse me, A&M. The line flipped. It was Tennessee 1. It's now A&M 1.5 and even a 2 out there. Give me A&M. Big South Philly. Watch the Cosby Show. Great work on there. I appreciate you. Pop it in. Although classic Cosby back in the day. Channel that was on like NBC, Channel 4 for me. Who was that? It was the Cosby Show. What was on after that? A Different World came on. Was Alf on before them? Or am I going back too far with Alf? EJ, what are you coming here? Radford, BYU, Southern Illinois. Did you proud today? Yeah, I had. I was on the opposite. I had Winthrop. Bad play. I just thought they had some lingering problems there at Radford with the coach, but Southern Illinois had a money line. Yeah, I was getting a little worried there. Minus 118. Need Colorado State to hold on against New Mexico. I got New Mexico. Let's go. New Mexico. Steve saying UAB tomorrow. South Carolina, Auburn, Fordham, Arkansas, K State, yes. BL. Who's BL? I don't even know who BL is. TCU, Javier, Nova, San Diego State, UCLA. We got to go through all these things here. What do we got? UAB against Charlotte. I'm leaning Charlotte as a home dog right off the bat. We'll start there. Home dogs, yes, in March. South Carolina at home. Sure. 10-win team, favorite over 60-win team. We can do that. Auburn already bet it. Fordham in the A10 against Duquesne. This team just wins. Tough to go against them. Arkansas. Kentucky minus 4.5. I don't hate it. Right? Everybody's going back Kentucky because they're Kentucky. K-State, I got. TCU. I'll take Oklahoma there as a home dog, 2.5. What are we doing here? 2.5. Oklahoma's sub 500. Games to pick them. Come on. To the beast, Xavier. Here, I don't mind laying 12. Butler, I think, is a bad team. I don't hate it. Nova's red hot. Sure. I'll take Nova at home as a little puppy. I get it. Mountain West action. San Diego State over Wyoming, 14.5. I'm going to say lay it. Normally, I'm like, let's take some dogs. Wyoming is not good right now. And UCLA, I don't hate. Revenge spot for them at home. Defensive team. Lay it. What's it, 6? It's still up by 6. I don't hate it. Don't hate it. All right, back to our banners. We're out of this CAA. What do we got? Patriot League. That is Sunday, I believe. And I don't have anything for the WCC because we're waiting on games to add NAIR. NEC action. What do we got? Although I do have Missouri Valley. We'll start Mizzou. Northern Iowa, 10.5, Bradley. Oh, wait, that was today. I didn't even switch this up because I was waiting for... That's a... Who knows with this one? Because Bradley's playing Indiana State. Got to switch those around. Although we had Indiana State today. And here we go. To win it all. Indiana State. Again, no line on that one, which is why we are where we are with that. It happens. Did have a line for this game. Murray. Oh, no, this is the same. I didn't. These are all wrong. I was waiting on lines. Yeah. Here we go. I guess we're going right to the NEC. I should have moved them out after these games were over. I did not. I apologize for that. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. I put the games in the brackets, however, the conference tournaments, and then as they start switching days, 'cause some days, it's like, hey, we're playing today. Like the Horizon, they're not playing until Monday. They take the weekend off. It's like, oh, that's rest for the weekend. So then they get a little jammed up, and then I come back and I got some problems like we did here, but it happens. I'm sorry, everybody. Let's go to the NEC. Sacred Heart and Merrimack. Bet Merrimack at 4.5 here. Where's my NEC chat? NEC. So we have a split on the year, 59-55. Sacred Heart wins at Merrimack, 67-55. Merrimack wins at Sacred Heart. It's the NEC. They play on top seeds play or on their courts. Merrimack's at home. 10-1 last 11 for Merrimack. How about 8 covers out of those 11 games? And 2 of those they didn't cover. How about failing to cover, winning by 8, and the line's 8.5, winning by 4, line's 4.5. Maybe you got to push if you got a better number against these cats. So yeah, Merrimack is for me. And early, Merrimack was a pretty good under team to start the year, right? So they're 20-10 to the under. But don't really run. I know you want to run to this 131. 7 in the last 10 games over this number. So started out as a big under team, maybe because you're playing out of conference, bigger teams, shutting them down, can't do much offensively. Here in NEC play, 7 in the last 10 over. Give me Merrimack here to get it done. Francis, PA, we got Franny to win it all, plus $8. And by win it all, I'm talking about the NEC, not the NCAA. So that's 4.5. I'm already invested a little bit here in St. Francis, so I'm not going to double up my bet. Not at this price. St. Francis, they won at home 82-72. On the road, it was 87-82. Fairly ridiculous. Road team is 9-3 ATS in the series. Again, I'm not going to hate taking the dog here. Am I going to play the dog? As of now, no. I got him already. What am I? I hate. You double up and then you're losing and you're frustrated. It's like in-game betting. Your bet triples up. You're like, what happened? Oh no. Let's see. We got some more comments. Should have been BC. There you go. That helps. That helps it out there. Sometimes I'm like, I try to decipher. It is late though. It's against Georgia Tech here. BC's playing good, so I don't hate it. Under U Club, Maurice. Yes, absolutely. Solo Malt. My guy's got San Fran on. Let's hope it don't kill your ticket. That's the key. I gotta say, Solo, I'm not a big layer like that. I don't want to lay 9-10 points. I gave out Pacific here in the video this morning on the Midday Money Show at +9. We got a +9 earlier. So I don't know. I don't know how many people I said I like that. I don't know how many people took it. Maybe it's nobody. Maybe I could be cheering for you, but I sort of like the other way in that one. All right, let's go Sunbelt. Listed in the chat. We got Alabama here. Money line 115. We also got them to win the Sunbelt at $9. I went in on this one only because they're the 8 seed versus the 1. It's basically a pick 'em. That's a little telltale sign where I want to get involved in a little something. We talked about the other game, who's at East Tennessee, and now you're looking at a 8 seed catching points from a 1 seed, and it's 8 point. 1 little point. Southern Miss 76-72 winner. South Alabama grabbed them and beat the tar out of them. 85-54. South Alabama beat them. They're pretty good. I said they're a defensive kind of first team. They won 6 of their last 7. Their lone loss to the 2 seed here, Louisiana. So it's not like they had some kind of crummy loss. Southern Miss, again, lost to Southern Alabama. That lost at Old Dominion recently. We saw Old Dominion score like 10 points the other day. Again, This is a tough Southern Miss team. I'm not saying it's not. I can't. I mean, it is what it is. I got a second page of notes here on Southern Miss. They're not. They're the 1 seed. What's there to say? Besides the fact that they're the 4th favorite to win their conference. So, again, I'll double up in this spot. So be it. South Alabama Jaguars. Let's go. 4-5, Troy and James Madison. I like James Madison here in this matchup. First of all, 19-9 against spread for Madison on the year. Pretty good. Call me crazy. That's a pretty good number. 89-87 OT at Troy. Their lone meeting this year. Troy's 7-1 last 8. Madison's 8-2 last 8. Oh, last 10. So I lean little Madison. I end up taking Madison. It is what it is. Let's go. No Dolly Madison. She's the ice cream. James Madison on the court. Late in the 3. I think they get it done. 3 seed Marshall here. Laying 8.5 to Texas State. Texas State, big upset. I mean, what are you going to do? You just knocked off Old Dominion. I had the under in that game. I was happy about that. This one here, though, Marshall, I said earlier when we're doing the first day of this, best backcourt here. You got 2 20-point scorers. They're the odds favorite to win the conference, right? Plus 210. Here you go as a 3 seed. Yeah, Cinderella, turn in your shoe. 81-73 at Texas State. Marshall took care of business. Obviously, lean in that direction. Again, not betting it. Louisiana laying 8, total 144 Georgia Southern. We got Laffy here as well as the Jags. This one is plus $3. 94-87, 88-69 at Geo. Geo Southern, 2-11 on the road. And yes, it's neutral. We're playing in Florida. Okay, it's Georgia Southern. I guess they're in South Georgia. They're close to Florida. I still don't like it. Leaning Lafayette, Louisiana, Lafayette, ULL. Do I want to lay 8? No. We got a dollar something invested there on the plus $3 for the conference. We'll stick with that one. There is that. Chat time. Lock it in with the Kings in the house. Welcome. Get a movie with the lady. Movie. What are you watching? Let It Ride? You're watching Runner? What are you watching? Should have doubled up on OKC and Phoenix. That's always the case after the game's over. We could say that, Steve. Just Schul. Fingers crossed, I might snap my streak of back-to-back offers. Get it done. Who we got tonight? Steve, we need your best NBA tomorrow because the legend knows that Higgs, he's not running to do NBA. You're rolling in NBA. Get him up. Let's go. I'll probably use one as a free pick tomorrow. Denver for the win today. Yes. We like the Nuggets today. I ended up, again, with the NBA today, I sort of said Miami under is usually like an autoplay for me. The Nets, I had the Clippers under. I think that was a nice big loser because I'm from loser town in my NBA. Where's Denver? 107-90. That's a nice never in doubt play there for you. Cameron, Alabama money line against A&M. I do not like it. Let's start the tickets off with W. Cam, do you think everybody's going to come in and bet are they number 1 team? Number 2 team? What are they? They're a underdog now. The line has flipped to them being an underdog. Aggies all day. You're watching Under Her Control on Netflix with your lady. That just sounds like a recipe for disaster, bro. Terrible. Shannon, how are you? Good to see you. Welcome. Hope all is well. You know what day it is? Yes, that's it. Flat Earth Friday, baby. I should have busted out the Flat Earth Friday shirt, John. I've been hanging out in Loser 10 the last few days. I don't like the weather. cloudy with a chance of half-point losers. Back to Wintersville for me. Gotta go over the bridge. You'll be fine. You gotta cross the tracks. Get to the good side of town. Shannon took Nova tomorrow. I like it. A&M, yes. West Virginia. I mean, I don't hate it. I got a Kansas at +5. Kansas State rather. Arkansas. I don't hate over Kentucky. And Auburn, I like. I got Auburn +2.5. So, I like the. I think all those plays, Shannon. Wonderful. Same page. TCU over Oklahoma, money line and spread. Easy. That's good. I like. I like Oklahoma there. Cam, it is March the 4th, March the 3rd, whatever day it is. You, if you're still betting, I mean, what are you doing taking teams like this? These have been losers all season long. I mean, TCU laying a bucket to a sub 500 team. Come on. I took Auburn under. Let's pull that up. I don't know that total off the top of my head. I don't hate that with Tennessee. Because that team, listen, Tennessee, I don't want to say they're like Houston, but they're Houston to the fact that you get a 46-43 game, and then they're playing an 86-85 game a day after that. So I could see low scoring 65-60 type of affair. Absolutely. Absolutely. I want to take Texas can fade the Jayhawks. I took Texas -2. I did. If it goes down, it goes down. And this sounds weird. Like maybe Kansas wants to drop a game before the tournament. You want to go in there with like, what? I don't even know what their win streak is. I know they had a couple of losses back to back earlier to kind of straighten things out a bit. Yeah. I mean, once 7 in a row. Texas 2 straight losses. What's it like? For me, I'll grab them off 2 straight losses. You got the revenge. You lost to them 88-80. Hook them. Let's go, Horns. Get it done. Sunbelt. I think that is it. No, we got one more left to go. And looky. America East basketball. Time to get it done. Where's my America East? I am a real America East. Well, I don't have my little bracket in front of me to see the matchups, but we have them here anyway. NJIT, the Highlanders. Where's Gabe? Gabe's out on a Friday night. He's a Jersey guy. He's out partying. +17. Now, do I want to really lay? I'm not going to lay 17. I wish I had my sheet in front of me here, but I just don't know where I put it. WCC, Big Sky, Sunbelt. Where is under the Northeast? I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. I got you, folks. I got you here. Northeast, Vermont, Catamounts. So yeah. Can you just bet Vermont if you want? -160 here? Sure. I don't hate it. Did I even put this one out on as a play? America East. Vermont minus 160. I forgot to add it. It'll be up. I'll put all the tournament picks up on Twitter again. Yeah, so, I mean, really. Vermont, 12-0 straight up, 9-3 ATS run, 82-80 win at NJIT, and 85-69 at home. This game, again, in Vermont. Do I want to lay this kind of number? No. No, thank you. It is a pass. Minus 160, though, for the tournament. Sure. Maine, I do kind of like this little Maine team, believe it or not. So I'm not going to hate you if you want to take Maine here. I do like Maine plus 10, 10.5, whatever it's at. Lowell's the 2 seed plus 150. But that being said, this Maine was 7-9 in conference play, and Lowell was 11-5. So listen, 4 games, I understand. 72-70. Lowell, 75-70. Maine, give me Maine here. Again, Maine might be a play tomorrow. You never know. Brian, Brian I thought would be a little better this year. So yeah, they swept the season 70-46, 87-81. They're favored here as a 6 seed. They're also the 3rd favorite to win the conference at 13-1. So that's kind of stuff to look at because your 3 seed here is a 60-1 fave. Bryant minus 3. It's right there in the chat. Binghamton, your 5 seed, plus 7.5 versus Maryland, Baltimore County. 70-67. They won at Binghamton in OT, and then 69-55. They come in slumping Binghamton here. Drop 4 in a row. Do I love laying 7.5 here? No. But taking Binghamton, I don't know if I want to jump into this with them. I mean, they've dropped 4 in a row coming into this game. And on the flip side of this, BC had dropped 3 in a row. They lost 3 straight, and then they finished out the year, as I just mentioned, with a 76-7 OT win on the road. So I like the 7.5. I don't know if I can pull the trigger with the 7.5. No, thank you. Big Sky. Here we go. Big Sky country. Oh, live from, is this in Boise? Is this the Boise Big Sky? Don't really love anything here, per se, to win the conference. Montana's plus 240. Eastern Washington had been on a monster ATS run since Thanksgiving, we've talked about. Weber plus 9. Montana plus 475. You're asking in your head, would I take one of these? I guess I would maybe lean. Do I want to take Montana here to upset them at the 4 against E-Dubs? Maybe they get knocked off. Maybe they knock them off. You want to go a little Montana plus 475? All right, Saturday. And this is split up in between Saturday and Sunday. So we'll have the 2 top seeds. We'll play Sunday, and then the other teams play Monday, and then they play Tuesday. So the 1 seed has a day off, and the other guy's playing on a back-to-back kind of situation. So Idaho, 10 seed coming in, loser of 4 straight, 8-10. These guys split on the road. 72-50, a win on the road here for Northern Arizona. 88-83, the Vandals get it done. So I'm going to maybe, if it was a little more on the Vandals, I'd lean Vandal action here. Northern Arizona played a tough one versus Weber. The last game got an overtime. I mean, maybe they're fighting for something. You see the records. Lean Vandals, definitely not playing it. Winner, again, takes on Eastern Washington. Your second Saturday game here, you have Northern Colorado, the 8 seed, versus the 7 seed Portland State. Northern Colorado is a 3-point favorite here. That's what happens when you win 88-79 and 69-67. You're thought of as a better team. I don't hate it. You want to lay 3. It's a spot. You should. I don't picking and choosing the spots are the tough ones here. I don't know. And again, winner here gets Montana State. So no lines for these games. Monday, Montana, Idaho State. Grizzles with the sweep. And then you have Sacramento State and Weber. This should be 10 p.m., not 10 star. It's a 10 p.m. start. 10 p.m. So the Weeb did sweep them. Again, no lines for this. I might lean a little dog here if it's a juicy enough number. So there is that. Where's the there we go. Alrighty. Shannon had a really good night, but I bet the Bulls big and the Suns blew them out. Talk about public winner. Yeah, Shannon, I sent in a chat today. That line was 5.5, came down to 3.5. I was like, okay, Bulls outright. Did someone come in and talk crazy stuff in the chat today? Nope. The only thing we got today in chat was Phillies over 10.5 was a lock. But I know someone was like the Suns a lot today. Oh, NBA. Come on, this NBA. You're ready to get me right out of the chat. Get me right to bed early with this kind of nonsense here. For basketball. Toronto in the over against the Wizards. I don't want to play Toronto on the road. No, thank you. Cleveland, show up a little defense. Is this for today? Well, these are the games you had today, right? Because these aren't even playing tomorrow. Minnesota in the over, and they got Sacramento. Okay, that's right. Minnesota over Sacramento. Getting 6 total. Oh, I have no idea. San Antonio over. How's that been going? That's a Tim Auto play there. Miami under. Again, off a loss, he gave up a bunch of points. I could say under for sure. I don't know if I want to take Miami. They're kind of slumping right now. And the Cavs home against Detroit. I don't want to lay. What are we going to lay? 10 here? Legend, you are welcome, my friend. I'll let Steven answer the NBA questions for you. WCC, Big East, or ACC? I'll do those. I'll bring in those as a couple of these end. ACC, again, I don't have them in front of me. Miami, probably the fave. Although, I'm going to throw a little Florida State in there just because I said at the beginning of the season as well. Big East, it's Creighton and UConn for me. Maybe a flyer on I'm going to see what the odds are because those are going to be the favorites. Let's be honest. If I'm going outside the window, it'll be Providence or Marquette to steal the conference, I guess. But Creighton and UConn to me are not only Big East champions, but can make a run to the Final Four, Final 8 kind of stuff, Elite 8. West Coast. Gonzaga's minus 115 and Mary's is plus 120. Flip a coin. I'm not taking anybody else in that conference. Nowhere else to go. Plus 4 for the NBA. I take it, Steve. Good for you. Hats off, NBA guys. Jeez. A couple games I can pin on. Texas Tech 6, Oklahoma State, and Pitt, Miami. I like Oklahoma State and I like Miami. I think they're begging to take Pitt. Pitt had a chance to take care of business on the road. Couldn't do it. Give me Miami here at home. Don't fall into it's a good number. I'm going to take it. Looks too good to be true. Usually is. You got to be on board with laying a bucket UConn tomorrow. No. I'm going to go opposite all those games. I'm going opposite every one of these games. I'm going to pull them up right now. Let's pull up NBA. Or excuse me. I was on the NBA. Some wackadoodle wants to talk NBA. The day before, 24 hours before the games go, when guys sit out. We're going to talk about NBA. Let's go right to Tomorrow's college hoops and top 25. And let's see who is on the road or at home laying less than 3. Oh, Alabama is now an underdog. They flipped from a +1 to a minus to a +1.5. A&M. I got to write these down because I got to, like I said, I do have all of my tournaments. So I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 games for tomorrow listed already. We just talked about a couple that I kind of like. Let's go here. So I got to get down on A&M as a favorite over a top 2 team. Nothing on Providence. Baylor, no, 7.5 is a little too big there. Auburn, already betted. I got Auburn +2.5, and they're a 1.5 point favorite. Arkansas against Kentucky. I guess you can lean Arkansas here because people are going to bet Kentucky. Louisville, no thank you. West Virginia. Now, so this is a spot where it should be a West Virginia all day kind of play for me. Unranked, laying 5 points. I got K-State in 5. Last month I had a terrible. I went 22 in. Not just February. This was also, I think, the last couple days of last week or so of January. 23 and 59 with half point, 1 point, 2 point losers, and they're all kind of like in spots like these A&M games. West Virginia here, unranked over ranked team. It's hitting 70%. But the way K-State has been playing, and it's not a 2 or 1. This is a 5. Now, if it was a 4, a 3, I wouldn't be involved in that taking Kansas State. I'd be more on West Virginia. An opener of 5, I had to take K-State the way they've been playing. Marquette double digits should roll. Here we go. TCU. TCU is another one you got to get down on here. TCU against Oklahoma. Oklahoma will be +2.5 home dog here against a ranked TCU team. Texas, we already bet at 2. It's up to 3.5. I'll lay to 6.5 on Miami. Don't be fooled. Pitt is not as good as what they seem to be. Xavier don't want nothing to do with that. Here we go, UConn. So I got to take Nova +2.5. Creighton, no thank you. San Diego State's a big number. Euclid's, nope. Ohio State, no thank you. So there, that is that. That is that. A&M, Oklahoma, and Villanova. Taking them all. Nope. Other way. Stop Geo. What do you got here? Texas Tech, Miami? I don't hate it. Miami, I can get behind. The old Texas Tech here. Kentucky State. I don't hate it. Hey, so Kentucky in 5. Nope. Other way. No Kentucky for me. Arkansas. Everybody's going to bet Kentucky. Getting points. Nathan's right on it. Hogs. What a shot from Upstate. I'll take it. I had Upstate in the over. Never in doubt. NKU to win the conference. Any thoughts on NKU to win the conference? Let me think about who I like to win the Horizon League. Who could I possibly have to win the? Oh, I know. I have Northern Kentucky +470 to win the Horizon League. So there's that. There is that. Red Sox Yanks. What is this? Preseason baseball for tomorrow? How can you get down on preseason? I don't even know a lineup. I don't know who's playing. Oregon State. I think they're a little home dog tomorrow. I think it's Stanford, right? No, against Cal. Oh, they're favored against Cal. Well, Oregon is Stanford. Hold on a second. You want to lay 6.5 against Cal here? 3-27 Cal. Holy, get 3-27. I'm not one to bet 10 and 20 teams. That being said, Cal 0-11 on the road, 3-27. I don't know. Higgs, go to bed. Mrs. Higgs, be patient. She's out already. We went to my parents. We had some buffalo meatloaf over there and hung out. She had my mom had a little red wine. I think she's passed out. No fun for me tonight, legend. Daryl, Florida, Baylor, Fordham, North Arizona, LaSalle to win. Let's go. Where are we starting out here? Baylor. I don't hate Baylor. Iowa State's just been bad. Again, it's a no play for me there. Florida and the SEC has just been a dumpster fire all year. Do I want to lay 7.5 points? I know LSU's been bad. I can't lay that with Florida though. Can't do it. A10. Fordham just keeps on winning. It's unbelievable. That being said, it's won. It's bet up a little bit here. People been Fordham. How do dude, these guys are? Anytime I bet against them, and this is recently. They were a dog to VCU, an 8-point dog. Or no, that wasn't the game. Where were they a dog and they won outright? I had them. St. Louis, 4-point dog. They won by 10. 4.5-point dog at Richmond. Richmond did get it done for us there. This team. Take it. It's late on 120. What are you doing laying up 1.5? Northern Arizona, we talked about in the. Where is it? I gotta find Northern Arizona. Ah, brother. There they are. Where are you? So this is a spot where I kind of leaned a little Vandals. I'm not going to bet this. I like the Vandals. Oregon State should be a top. Oregon State should be a top play. Not. I don't bet teams that are 10-20 that 80% of the public's on. That's definitely not a top play in my book. How about top play in this game? Cal money line. No way. We're not laying that. UConn is on the road. That is a must bet against. Absolutely. It's Nova or nothing. Bama, no. TCU, no. UConn, definitely no. UCLA over. I'm on the under. Auburn under. That one I don't mind. The Auburn under. Duke over North Carolina. I don't hate it. I think K-State wins as well. They're playing well. I do like K-State. As much as it screams West Virginia as a unranked team laying 4 or 5 points, I'm on K-State. Fresno State, Davidson, Rice, Santa Barbara, Alabama, Nevada, BC. I like BC playing well. Nevada, I bet them at 6 already. Yes. Alabama, do not like. Go the other way. Santa Babs in the Big West. Who's Santa Barbara got? We Santa Barbara, dude, against Hawaii, mainland Hawaii. I don't hate Santa Barbara here. Not running to bet it, but don't totally hate it either. I don't like Hawaii and mainland. Well, they're good this year. They got 20-some wins, so it's not easy money. Rice against Florida Atlantic. I want to take Florida Atlantic here. Just don't trust the Owls. Down Road Owls. They're nearby. It's a neighborhood school. Davidson here. All right, let's head over here. Let's go up to the A10 against Rudy. Listen. I don't like taking sub 500 road teams. That being said, Rhode Island, I get it. It's not for me though. Not for me. And here we go. Fresno. Who's Fresno got? At home against Chicago State. I don't hate laying the double digits here. You know, you got a couple bad teams. Fresno should get done at home. Chicago's probably happy to be out of freaking Chicago in March. It's probably cold. They're at the beach here in Fresno. I also think Miami wins tomorrow. Heat or the Canes? If you like, I like the Canes over Pittsburgh. Yes. Bedtime. Thanks for your thoughts, Cam. Thanks for popping in, fella. Good luck tomorrow. Hope to see you again. Come back, please. If I'm wrong, come back. Say, yeah, you were wrong. I shouldn't listen to you. I don't mind. Please come back. I bet West Virginia because it's a weird line. Tell me it's here. And again, Shannon, you've been in here a few times, so you've heard me say and do West Virginia has a 4 or 5 point fave. Screams to take them, but I was just last month to me. I got burned taking a lot of those games. I mean, I talked about all the close games like that because no, and all those games were games like that. They're all these kind of games, unranked versus ranked team laying short kind of numbers. I'm taking dogs and it's going awry for me. That's part of the reason why I'm like, you know what? I'm taking K-State here. Playing good all season. It's March. You're not just going to switch up and be a different team right now. I'll take the 5. Take the 5. UCLA, Arizona. UCLA in the under for me, Shan. Revenge. UCLA defensively, really good. What's Arizona playing for here? I mean, they're going to see each other in the tournament next week. I took your 9.5 Florida State, and I like Florida State. I mean, 9.5. I got a Florida State at plus 12. Spiders, I'm always on the Spiders. The Canes, sure. Kansas, I like Texas. I like Texas there. South Carolina. Who are the Gamecocks playing? South Carolina. Why I should feel like I should know this. We just talked about this game. Oh, Georgia. Yes. South Carolina. Yes. And Quinnipiac. We're going to the AA MAC with Quinny on the road, laying 3.5. I don't hate it. I just don't like laying the faves on the road. You noticed, Daryl. See if Mississippi State just left the SEC. Mississippi State at Vanderbilt. Everybody's betting Vandy and this line's going up. Sure, Mississippi State it is 1-2. How about a little Mississippi State Viewdrin over Kentucky? Yeah. Yep. I was wondering why the line's going up when people are betting Vandy. Now I know why. I got one total tomorrow, and it's under Stony Brook 141. I don't like Hawaii on the mainland, although they played a lot better this year. Just as a no play for me. I give amazing picks. I don't know if they're amazing picks, South. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose, but we'll see how we do. It's one day at a time, bro. Big 5 South Philly 215 cheesesteak guy.